Virgo, hi, welcome to Soul Tribe Tarot. We're going to have a look at what is going on for the next chapter of your life, like what you're needing to focus on, what Spirit has as advice for you. Let's see what's here for you, Virgo. We're going to do a storyline for you, Virgo. Okay, let's have a look and see what's here. Okay, wow. You are being asked, Virgo, to really focus on the people around you right now. This could be colleagues at work. This could be what you need to do as far as like in the community. You may have been in hermit mode for quite some time, and Spirit's saying it's time, Virgo. It's time to get out there in the community. It's time to get out there and see what's in your local environment, your direct environment. It's time to get really involved. And there's something here about confidence, okay? This will be very healing for you. Perhaps you have been in hermit mode for quite a while. Perhaps you have been keeping to yourself to do your healing, to awaken this thing inside you where you're like, I don't need to do this alone, or I want to be around others. I want to be social. I want to be involved, okay? So there's something here about being really involved. So this could be with community projects. This could be community as far as like going online and having a social media platform where other people are connecting with you, okay? And it's going to bring, we've got the Ace of Wands energy. It's going to bring so many creative new ideas, not just to yourself, but to others around you. Like you are needed in whatever community you're reaching out to or moving into, or if you're already in a community, your light is shining. Like I'm hearing you're a beacon for others, which is actually a card in a completely different deck. I actually can't remember which deck exactly. Else I'd pull the deck. That's what I normally do and see if the card comes out. So your passion and creativity and excitement are going to be a huge benefit to those around you. And Spirit's saying, if you've been in hermit mode, Virgo, it is definitely time to like get out of this, okay? Take the risk. You've got the Come to the Edge card, 2220 on the screen, number 22. So this is about taking a risk here. Taking a risk to put yourself out there and really let your light shine, right? Really take that risk. And perhaps you've been doubting yourself, all right? It's a huge part of your healing. This risk, this new opportunity, this community-based project, work thing, whatever it is. And it can be that you are going out into your community and finding a spiritual group, or you're going out there and getting involved where you're conversing with others. So I'm hearing like for a lot of you, you wouldn't have been, or you may not have been very in touch with the public or in touch with people. You've really been like keeping yourself like to yourself on purpose, or through some other reason, health problems possibly, or you've been through something and you're coming out now. Your light is going to start shining. And people will be like, whoa, Virgo, where did this person come from? Okay, you're starting a new life here. 333 right now on the screen. So you're starting a new life. You're breaking free of possibly a period of isolation, and I'm hearing confusion possibly for some of you, and you're breaking free, okay? You're able to begin again, I'm hearing, begin again. And you're putting any past thing behind you. So like I've been saying, we're out of Capricorn era now, right? We're into Aquarius, and we don't have to finish what we start. Capricorn era was very much about discipline, and it's ruled by Saturn, right? So it's very, these are the rules and we've got to stick by them. And now you're like, F what doesn't serve me, F what's no good for me, okay? And I don't have to finish something. And Spirit's also saying you're not going to repeat the same cycle. So maybe there's something like you're going back to some community-based project or work or office or whatever. And Spirit's saying you learn what you needed to in the past. At that time you learned it and you were in a difficult situation. 444 on the screen. This is more like you've already broken free from that. This new life you're beginning within this community or within this YouTube channel or whatever you're growing is not going to be the same. You're bringing something new to the table. You're bringing something new to the office. You're bringing something new to the work environment or projects, whatever it is, okay? And Spirit's saying to take this risk. You've done your healing. You've done the healing you need to do up to now to be able to really, with passion, step into this new era, okay? And you're going to be elevated. Look at this, poised. There's something here about people really listening to what you are saying, really being interested. But you're, Virgo, you're the service sign, right? You're the sign of service. So you're not bringing this in an egotistical way or a selfish way in any reason. Like, you are being celebrated here for the gifts and talents and abilities that you have and what you can bring to others, the knowledge you can bring, okay? 555 nearly here on the screen, all right? And Spirit has guided you here. God has guided you here. It's if you're questioning, is this my life purpose right now? Am I exactly where I need to be? Spirit's saying absolutely. It's bringing you into a new life here. So you may be getting a lot of downloads, messages, literal messages, people reaching out, or this can be dreams, all right? It's time to change. I've got the No Place Like Home card, which is very Virgo, but it's the number 50 breaking down to a 5, which says on the new life card, it's time for this change, Virgo. Like, you're elevating yourself into a higher position. You've been thinking a lot, you've been processing a lot of information that you've been getting from Spirit, that you've been thinking about, that you've been wanting to do. You've been mulling over things in your mind, your spirit, your soul. What do I really want from life? What do I want to bring to this world? I thought it said 555. We already had 555. It's, yeah, like, this is like a huge change for you. But it's so much for like the greater good to all. I'm hearing the greater good to all. So whatever you've been overthinking or thinking about, some of you have been overthinking, to break free of that comfort zone of either your home or a particular situation that's just like stagnant. Spirit's saying it's amazing because, for some of you, Virgo, it can lead you to your soulmate. You could have been manifesting someone coming into your life, all right? So, this can be also about romance. I'm getting a lot of career vibes here, but it can be about romance. Perhaps you've been, alone for a long time, or you've not got yourself, put yourself out there to sort of like get yourself out there in community, to meet people and to meet a potential love interest. And Spirit's saying if that's you, it's coming in, okay? And Spirit's saying it's not going to be easy. I know we've got, if you're watching this in June, a couple of months of really difficult astrological transits coming up. But Spirit's saying we're behind you, like we're fully behind you. We have this go the distance on the Spirit energy with the higher power card. And Spirit's saying to go the distance. Like, even when it feels tough and you think maybe, shit, I shouldn't have made this change. This is fucking not good for me. I thought it was, but I imagine this to be, you've manifested some sort of getting out of hermit mode here, and now you're freaking out, Virgo. Or you will be like, what's going on? Like a culture shock, or when you've gone from one climate to another. You're going from one climate to another. Thank you, Spirit. You're going from one climate to the next, and it may be like a little bit of a shock, okay, to the system. But Spirit's saying things are aligning for you. Like, this has to happen. Spirit's saying this has to happen for your soul growth, for others' growth. This is really beautiful, Virgo. Okay, what else do we have, please, Spirit? And then we're going to pull some surrender cards to, Spirit wants you to know what you need to release at this time, if it's fear, whatever it is. There's something that you feel is possibly not for you. I've been doing this over the past few days and I've been getting the signs. I won't say what it is, but I asked for a black swan, which was really random because black swans are only in the west coast of Australia. That's the only place in the whole world there is a black swan. And I'm actually in Indonesia right now. So it's like, if I see a black swan and I went, blah, 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 That is my sign too. Can you help me with that, Spirit? This morning I was watching Shia's one of Shia's videos, and there's the black swan on a card, on a tarot card, and I'm just like, no way. So Spirit's basically asking you, I believe it, because so many, and I asked for dolphins yesterday too, and I saw not just one but two. So Spirit is actually asking us to ask Spirit for signs to show that we are on the right path and things are aligning. And if there's something that you feel is not for you, especially in a love situation, it is Virgo, okay? So ask for the sign that it is. Ask to be shown something specific. I know it sounds crazy, but it so works. And it's not testing Spirit. It's just asking for a sign. So be specific with those signs, okay? Yeah, co-create with Spirit. Co-create for you to get the answers that you need. And some of you so need those answers. Some of you so need them. Is this yes? Is this right? Is this not? Is my intuition correct? I feel this way, but is it right? So there's a lot of imbalance here in regards to that, following your intuition, trusting in that. Get Spirit to guide you. Ask for those signs, okay? Spirit will give you the support. You've got the leg up card, okay? And for some of you, Virgo, there's a lot of things, not just synchronicities happening, things falling into place, but there's some sort of good luck coming in here. There's some sort of good luck coming into you, Virgo, right? And it's time this happened, because you felt so different for so long and so ostracized. You're not going to be feeling like this. You're not going to be. Whatever you've been doing, Virgo, in the past 2 to 3 to 4 months to heal from something, to process something, to build yourself up to the elevated position that you're in now, hopefully, that you're in now. Or if you're not there yet, you're going to start seeing other people put you in this position. And you're going to start realizing how special you are and how important you are and how important your gifts are and talents and abilities are, right? So that orphaned Five of Pentacles type of energy, where you've been feeling left out, abandoned by the universe, or ostracized, or whatever you've been feeling, that is coming to an end, okay? Because you're moving into a period of abundance, good luck, and you're moving, yes, thank you, Spirit, you're moving from one difficult period or difficult era or cycle to a much happier place, and it's where you're meant to be. So Spirit's saying you're exactly where you're meant to be. This is a huge part of your transformation. And oh my God, I love this. And expect gifts to come in from others, from Spirit, okay? There's so much happiness coming with this new life, with this choice, right? To get out of, I'm hearing your interior. So this could be the interior of your house, the interior of your thoughts, how you feel. It's about putting now what you've learned and what you've healed from, and the new you, the new life, putting it out there to the world. Some of you could, I'm seeing teeth, some of you could be having some teeth work or eye work or something to do with aesthetics. Pardon the hair. I'm getting to the salon today. So tomorrow you'll see me looking all radiant, hopefully, okay? Spirit's saying this has taken time to come. This abundance, this new life, this good luck, these things that are aligning, these people, whatever it is, okay? This has taken a long time. It may feel like it's taken forever. I'm hearing 13 years or 10 years for some of you, a long period, a huge chunk of your life. But there's something coming in that's going to make you so happy. So Spirit's asking you to observe here, to watch and wait and see how things pan out, and be open to new opportunities and open to the change. 1414 on the screen. And don't feel that you haven't done enough work. My nose is really itchy. Don't feel that you haven't done enough work, Virgo. You may think, you can't be a perfectionist. And I know that you all sit in that, embody that energy a lot of the time. But Spirit's saying you need to lose that idea of having to be perfect all the time, okay? You really do. And don't feel that you haven't done all the healing you need to. You've done what you need to for this time, up to this point in time, okay? And because we all go through healing on a constant basis. This is not just like, you know, it's not just like my healing and that's it, I'm done and it's over and I can be happy for the rest of my life. This is why we're on Earth School, right? Because we always have to process things and go through things, okay? And that's why we're here. So Spirit's asking you to do the right thing right now for yourself and for others, and to really step into your intuitive energy. Because with the intuition card here in the reverse, which is the High Priestess energy, and that feminine energy, you may feel like you're lacking in it, or you haven't got exactly what you need from your life in the past few months. I'm hearing the past few months, and Spirit's saying you've got enough to move forward into this new life and to get out there and to meet others, whether this is, like I said, whether this is people in your community or this is love. Because when the tree breaks down, right, when the forest fire happens and the tree chars and breaks down, new leaves are going to start forming, but it doesn't all happen at once. And the fruit doesn't bear all like at the same time, right? As the regeneration happening. So you're growing a new foundation here and you're bearing new fruit, but it's going to take time so you can, you know, for the harvest to come. This is like a whole clean slate here. And yeah, there is changes. There's definitely changes. But these changes coming are not going to be chaotic. They're not going to be crazy. There may be people that are a bit of cray-cray around you, because especially if you're watching this in June 2026, because of the astrology right now, right? And upcoming. But you have moved out of a period of chaos and craziness and conflict within your mind and indecision making. You may be getting a message, Virgo, very, very soon in regards to a person that you've really wanted to speak to. Okay, now this can be a family member, this can be a child, an adult child, this can be a sibling, all right? I'm feeling more family than friendships, but it could be an estranged friend as well. And Spirit's saying it's a relationship that broke down, or you've had like difficulty with this person in the past, and it is time to clean up this mess. I'm hearing you got the chopped wood card, but this is like time to put the work into resurrect this relationship, revive it. There's something about revival, because I'm seeing like CPR, like reviving the relationship, okay? And seeing past any lies and illusions, either that you've told yourself or talking this out. I'm hearing talking this out, okay? Spirit's asking you to, with that, like try and just see things from other people's perspective. There's something here about breathing through, even though you may want to say something, don't interrupt someone, and breathe through the conversation while they're talking and gather your thoughts. If you can't, like if you feel you can't reply or don't know the answer, you can always say, I don't know right now, but I'm going to have a think on that and I'll come back to you, okay? But whatever's going on with that, if that's your story, there's a blessing coming here. And Spirit's saying it was all supposed to happen like this. For whatever situation, everyone's in a different situation, right? And to just see how things play out. Take your time, and especially with your emotions, okay, to see how things play out. You may be bringing up things from the past. It can be like, you know, the relationship you had in the past with this person, or the situation that happened, but it's going to bring a lot of blessings. It's going to bring abundance. It's going to bring what you need. You're going to be so happy with the result of that conversation, okay? It's sort of going to allow you to say, right, okay, so this could be a big deal. This conversation with this person could really help the projection of the next decade of your life. I'm hearing decade. So the next 10 years could be very significant. So this could be like a really important person in your life. And obviously that's part of the story. It's not for everyone. you are now building, Virgo, and looking ahead to the future, just in general. And you have this deep knowing here. You have this understanding and deep knowing that, you know, peace is coming. And that's all we ever want, really, right, in our lives, is peace. And how you have to be flexible and compromising to be able to bring that peace in. It's not all about what we want, okay? A lot of people, or this particular person especially, will go back to this conversation here, maybe asking a lot of whys, why this happened and why that happened. And you may be also asking this to yourself, Virgo, all right? If you don't want to, I'm just going to say intuitively, if you don't want to be party to this conversation, or, you know, if this person is controlling in any way, Spirit's saying, you know, it is over. Don't think you have to close this out. It was just a lesson, okay? It was a lesson so you can reclaim your own power and make your own decisions without anyone's what they think you should do, okay? Some of you, it's either time to go towards the person again and resurrect that relationship, and for some people, okay, I'm hearing time. For some people, it's time to walk away, okay? At this time. It doesn't mean to say forever, it just means right now in your life, okay? Virgo, some of you really need to rest right now, because a time is coming up, 2121 on the screen, that's going to involve your community. It's going to involve a lot of people around you. It's going to involve everyone wanting a little bit of Virgo, okay? For those, of course, that you want to give your time and energy to. So get the rest you need right now, Virgo. You will be like at a place soon where you do have some decisions to make. But Spirit's also saying to take your time. If you're watching this in June, we do have a Mercury retrograde, which I love Mercury retrogrades. A lot of people, like, Mercury retrograde gets a super bad rap. Everyone's like, oh, it's the Mercury retrograde. But it gives us a time to reset, regroup, reground, all those rewords. We don't have to make any decisions. We don't have to sign any paperwork. We can just observe, all right, and see how things play out. And that's what's coming up for you, Virgo. And I just want to say, you know, don't listen to others, 2222 on the screen. Don't listen to others, all right? You need to make these decisions for yourself and what's best for yourself moving forward. You will know the answers. Spirit will give you the signs. That was your reading, Virgo. Oh, actually, no, we're going to pull the surrender card. I nearly forgot. What is the main things that Virgo needs to release right now? What's the main thing that Virgo needs to release? Surrender to success. Yeah, I mean, there's so much success, especially that thing about community. I do feel that there's so many people going to be wanting your attention and wanting your input and wanting your gifts, okay, or the knowledge of them. And this says, you are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks. Oh, wow. Hold on. Or difficulties. So the last card we had is the fork in the road. And this says, don't look back at previous roadblocks. So there's a time coming up here that you may feel like going back, Virgo, to a particular habit, pattern, behavior, way of thinking. And Spirit says, when that happens, just pause, okay? Don't act, take your time, get back to the person if they're wanting information. If you have to make a decision, don't make it until you know, all right? So, and pair this with this surrendering to success. So if your boss, for example, asks you to do something and you're like scared or frightened or fearful that you're not going to be successful at it, so you then have fight or flight or freeze, which is in this card very much so freeze. Spirit's saying don't be afraid, because like you're moving into a period of success. So some of you may be scared of going through that doorway, fearful that you can't do something, but how do you know? You may be amazing at it, okay? And with these cards, it shows me that you will be. Leap into an exciting new world, Virgo, of possibilities. And that was your reading.